The Pekinese stitch starts with a row of back stitch, and then you can either change your thread color or you can use the same one. I'm using two different colors, and using a tapestry needle we are going to bring our thread out under that first stitch, or actually the one on the left end above it. We're going to bring the needle under the second stitch without going through the fabric, coming from bottom to top. And then don't pull it all the way up, but we're going to pull it part way through. We're going to go back down we're going to go down through the top of the first stitch, so under it from top to bottom. And then pull up that stitch and pull through. You don't want to pull it super tight, just down so that it's not flopping around. Then we're going to go up from bottom to top under the next stitch that doesn't have anything through it. Pull up, not tight, then down from top to bottom through the stitch right before that. And again, we're going to pull up. We go up through the next stitch that doesn't have anything in it, down through the previous stitch, and pull up. And then we go up through the next stitch that we haven't been through yet, down through the previous one, under the previous one. Your needle is going over the loop of thread here on the bottom. Pull it up. Then up, bottom to top under the next stitch that has nothing under it. Down from top to bottom through the previous one. Needle goes over the loop of thread you still have down below, and pull up. And we're just going to keep running that all the way down. So we go up through the next back stitch that didn't have anything in it, down through the previous one that has already been gone through once before, over the loop of thread underneath, and pull up. So we're really just threading this back stitch a different way than we ever have before to get the Pekinese stitch. You can actually do rows of these to fill something in. When you get to the end, which I'm not there, but you would come up at the end of that back stitch and take your thread to the back. And I am having a hard time piercing the wool felt with the tapestry needle, so I actually switched out to a chenille needle when I was ready to bring the thread to the front, and also when I was ready to take it to the back. I thought since we're getting so close to finished with all our stitches, I'd show you a variation or two on the Pekinese stitch. This variation, and my stitches are a little raggedy, but is worked through two parallel lines of back stitch. And the hardest part with this was trying to keep those stitches all lined up. This is a spot where tiger tape would probably be a great idea because you could do your stitch length on both sides of the tape. I didn't have any, so I did not demonstrate it. Once again, I'm coming up under the top left stitch, and then I'm coming and bringing my thread up through the second stitch through both of them. So there we go. I'm going to pull it part way up, but make sure you leave some loop down there. We're going to go back from top to bottom through the first stitch, and that's both of them again. And then pull through. Then I'm going up through the next stitch that we don't have anything in yet, bottom to top, part way through, leaving a loop. Then I'm going back down through the previous, through both of them, and through. And then again, so it's exactly like the regular Pekinese, only we're running it through 2 parallel stitches instead of just the 1. So I'm going up, bottom to top, through the one that doesn't have anything through it yet, the next one, leaving a little bit of a loop down below. Bring the needle from top to bottom through our previous stitch. Make sure the needle is going over our loop of thread down here, and pull through. So you just keep working that all the way down the length. I've finished my row of variation on the Pekinese stitch. Now I'm ready to end it off. So I'm going to come up, actually, not on the bottom one, but right below that top back stitch, or at the end of it, and pull through. And that finishes it off.